Welcome to the Predictive Playbook for Thursday at high noon Eastern Standard Time. I'm your host, John Ryan, and I'm pleased to have my good buddy and pal from Miami, all the way from Miami, Ira Silver Lake. I'm sorry, Ira Silver Magic. Sorry about that, Ira. It's been a heck of a morning, but I know you've been on one hell of a hot streak here in the hockey, and I'm going to be posting a tweet tied to this show after you can take the stage here and tell us all about it. I know the other night when you were on the show with Albert, your plays won. So share the results with us. We're all pretty excited to hear it.
Yeah, the other night when Albert and I were on with you, gave about basically a bunch of picks. I think the only thing that lost was LSU in college basketball, I believe. But yeah, hockey was wild that night. Hit four parlays. Had Alabama -6, Hornets +5, Grizzlies on the money line, the Winnipeg Jets, the Golden Knights, and the San Jose Sharks. Another one, Avalanche on the puck line, Jets -125, Golden Knights -130, and the Sharks -130. And then I had all of them on the puck line as well, except for the Sharks, which paid a substantial amount of money on that one, a four-teamer on the puck line. Three of them were on the puck line. And then 2 nights ago, I hit on the Devils at +140, Predators -150, Coyotes +210, Lightning -175, Blackhawks +155, and the New York Knickerbockers at -140. So that one was a pretty substantial 16 parlay payout as well. You had 3 hockey dogs at +140 or better. So it was a wild ride. And then last night had a little bit of a 5-teamer, but big money line favorite. So it wasn't a huge payout. It was about 7-1, but still hit a 5-teamer last night as well. It's been a wild run this week. Must be up over 100, 125 units. I haven't done the exact math, but something like that. It's been great. The only thing that's really hurt me was yesterday's golf. I mean, I lost a little bit yesterday in the match play. But other than that, I've been on a pretty hot run here.
Yeah, it sure has. The golf was spectacular. As you know, I was on with is really good at the PGA Tour. He's been on 5 shows now since he's been a regular, and all 4 in a row. You know, and it's just waiting for a losing week. But maybe guys like you and him don't have losing weeks. But I can quickly bring that up here. I'm just curious myself because I took Fleetwood to win the whole thing. It is an event that you have to bet. The best example is Ian Poulter. That was one that we talked about against Rory. And lo and behold, Poulter, unimaginably wins. I think it was 5-6 or 6-5. I mean. And that it wouldn't happen anywhere. It's so different than even the NCAA tournament. You can actually take a 63 seed against a 1, and they can come through. Stephen Ames in 2000, I'm going to say early 2000s, I'll say, in the WGC event, match play event, beat Tiger Woods in the first round and went on. And he was like plus a million. It was just, that's one event I'll never forget. I think that was the only event that he won. I mean, the whole tour career. DeChambeau got beat. Cantley got beat yesterday. Dustin Johnson won. But that's the type of event it is right now. So for those that don't know about it, I think you'll like it quite a bit because it is March Madness PGA version. And they have 16 groups, 4 golfers in each group, 64 golfers in total, and then it's round robin. So each golfer will play the other 3 in their group, and whoever has the best record, and there's a whole bunch of tiebreakers too, but whoever comes out of that group then goes to the match play for the weekend, and they'll be down to 16. 16 goes against 1. Group 15 winner would go against the group 2 winner. It's really fun because match play is a totally different animal. It's really not an advantage for DeChambeau in match play because he's always going to be hitting first. Well, a lot of times strategically, you be able to put the pressure on the guy after you just nailed one in the center of the green on a 600-yard par five, and that's much different than what these guys do week to week. So again, that's why I think you're seeing the top 25 in the world lose. But we can circle back to that.
It's been fun at least
touch?
having it on.
Yeah, absolutely. Now let's go to. Why don't we pick an NCAA game that's taking place on Saturday, and then we'll go to hockey if you want.
Okay, so Saturday we got a lot of really good games in college basketball. We have Oregon State Loyola 6.5-point spread, Villanova Baylor 7.5-point spread, Oral Roberts versus Arkansas, which obviously is one of my future tickets still alive. Arkansas and Syracuse versus Houston. A lot of big spreads on Saturday. I would say that the one game that kind of sticks out to me, if I had to make a side, had to make a bet here, would probably be Oral Roberts plus 11.
Ooh, man.
That's probably – what'd you say?
You can hear me, right?
Trojans taking on Oregon as well. I like USC here in this one as well on Sunday. But as far as Saturday is concerned, if I had to make one pick, it would probably be Oral Roberts plus the 11. But I would probably rather in that game play the over the total of 159.
So do you think you'd sprinkle?
John, what'd you say?
Would you sprinkle some on the money line? Yeah, the internet's not good.
Okay, I can hear you now. What'd you say? Sorry.
Yep. Would you sprinkle anything on the money line?
For Oral Roberts?
Yeah.
Probably not. Maybe a little bit, 5%, 2%, just because I have an Arkansas future to win it all. So that would probably be like a decent hedging opportunity. But in terms of actually believing if they can win, no, I don't. But 11 seems like a lot with a team that can score. So they can keep themselves in the game with their three-point shooting ability. So I like plus the 11 and over the total of 159.
I think with construction going on, and you probably can't hear me again.
I can hear you now.
Okay. It's got to be something with construction. We've heard a lot of trucks outside my den here today. That's for sure. So I really don't mind, but as long as you can hear me for most of this, we'll be good.
All right. And then obviously Sunday, I like USC on the money line, minus 125. John? Hello?
See.
Yep. Fight on. John, can I hear you? Hello?
Let me.
Sorry, guys. I don't know if anyone can hear me or not, but I think John is having some internet issues. I don't know if I'm still live or not. I have no idea. But if I am still live, I will go ahead and give out some hockey plays. I do like. Let's see. There's some really interesting stuff tonight in terms of hockey, which I've been on fire. I've been on fire in hockey. So let's try to dissect a couple games here. I think I'm like 15-2 in the last 17 or something insane. Okay, thanks, Robert. So you can hear me. Okay, so let's keep it going here. Let's talk a little hockey. I've been on fire in it, so let's keep it going here. Let's talk about some games tonight. You got an interesting one here with the New York Islanders and the Boston Bruins. Boston has been on a hiatus because of COVID. Now, listen, I just got over COVID, and it's been a little rough, especially when you are a hockey team and you're out of sorts and you're rusty. This could be a play on the Islanders tonight, but what I really like, I think, here is over the total of 5 goals and -125, juiced to the over. I like the over here, even though you got 2 capable goalies in net. It looks like it's going to be Sorokin versus Tuukka Rask. I do like over the 5. I think some of the teams will both be a little rusty here, especially the Bruins on the defensive side of the puck. I like over the total of 5 here in the Islanders versus the Bruins. You got a lot of big favorites tonight, which is crazy. A lot of big favorites. You got the Maple Leafs -290 against the Ottawa Senators away here. You got third string goalie for the Senators taking on Jack Campbell and the Maple Leafs. Jack Campbell, in my opinion, is one of the best goalies in the National Hockey League right now, especially coming back from injury. And then you got the Capitals with taking on the New Jersey Devils and Mackenzie Blackwood with Vitek Vanacek in goal for the Capitals, who's been very solid in net for the Capitals as well. If you guys follow me on Twitter, I'm at Irish Silver Magic. You know that I was on the Devils the other night pretty big. Plus 140, they came through for me and really helped us move along some of those parlays the other night, which we cashed 4 of them as well. So couple games here on the later side of the schedule, which I really like tonight, and that is going to be the Detroit Red Wings plus 160 if Grice is in net for the Red Wings against the Predators. Predators have been pretty mediocre at best this season. And especially with Soros in goal for the Predators, which it looks like he will be. Again, it's very early, so the goalies can still change. But if Grice is in goal, I like the plus 160 here with the Red Wings. Excuse me. And then you have a rematch. Sabres, Penguins. Penguins, huge favorites here, -315. Over seems like a sucker bet here. It looks like it's being juiced to the under here. Lean under, but probably not an official play here. And then you got a really interesting matchup tonight, which I really, really like, and that's the St. Louis Blues versus the Minnesota Wild. Wild -120, Blues even money here on the road, over under 5.5. Now, this is going to be a really good game. I'm just going to watch it and have a couple beverages and enjoy it. So I'm going to pass on betting this game. But one interesting game here, the late game tonight, and that is the Vegas Golden Knights plus 160. Excuse me, taking on the Colorado Avalanche. Avalanche -180 tonight. Now, usually I wouldn't bet on Marc-Andre Fleury, especially against Grubauer in goal tonight. But at plus 160, it seems like a pretty big price as an underdog for the Golden Knights tonight. So I'd probably take a little bit of a stab at plus 160 here with the Golden Knights. I'd take a stab with a plus 160 with the Detroit Red Wings tonight. I would take a stab at plus 140 with the Columbus Blue Jackets over the total of 5 in the Islanders Bruins game. And then I'd probably lean Rangers at -125. As we all know, the Philadelphia Flyers have been pretty horrible in the goaltending side and the defensive side, especially in the last few weeks. So especially it looks like Shesterkin will be starting in net for the Rangers tonight. I like the Rangers -125 as well. Really let's see if there's any basketball that sticks out to me. I haven't really looked at the schedule yet. Portland 3, Wizards 3. You could throw in the Knicks in a money line parlay at -150 here. I don't think the Wizards really have a shot to beat them. But again, you got to look at the lineups. You got to look a little closer to game time here. But yeah, my hockey plays tonight, like I said, just want to reiterate them. Those are going to be the Rangers -125 over the total of 5 in the Islanders Bruins game. I'll take a little bit of a stab here with the Red Wings at +160, a stab here with the Knights at +160. And probably even money with the Blues is where I would go in that game. And then I'd probably play the Florida Panthers at -120 tonight. I was on the Blackhawks the other night when they were +155 against the Panthers. It looks like the same goalie matchup here tonight. But I lean Panthers here in this one tonight. So hopefully, excuse me, hopefully my hockey picks, you can kind of scramble them around and my leans, and you can kind of do what you do here, and you like what you like, and you can bet what you want based on the picks that I gave out. But those are kind of where I would lean and where I would make my hockey picks for tonight. All right, guys, I don't know what happened to John, but thanks for joining me. I'm at Irish Silver Magic. Feel free to reach out anytime. And as always, I will see you next time.